Alrighty, y'all. This is Decent for We the People News. I just wanted to... I'm going to call this video Eric Brandt 2. Apparently I used the wrong words on the last one and YouTube kicked it off. And I don't know how to operate the... I guess when there's certain words in there you can't really type back. Or there's some type of special deal on YouTube where you can talk back to other people. I know at one time I could. Seems to be having a little problem unless YouTube changed things on there that I don't know about. Alright, especially when there's been certain words apparently used. Alright. So, this is just going to be Eric Brandt 2. And, my fault, I guess is the way I should put it on there. Alright. So, on my last video, I did goof up and a guy called me out. And when I listened to it, because I was busy with my grandbaby and he's blind and all that, I misspoke, misunderstood what was going on because it was always a hit and miss. So, yes, it was my bad. And I was a moron, is what the guy called me. So I'm going to agree with him. And I should have watched the video for sending it out. But you guys know I do these things on the spare of the moment when I have time. And right now, everybody's asleep and it's 12 o'clock my time. And I have time to make this video. Alright, so let's clear up a couple of things right quick. Number one, the guy that called me a moron was correct. I should have listened to the video. So I just wanted to admit my faults and say it was true. Alright, I do not have first-hand knowledge of the fact of these videos. Everything I'm saying or going by is just by hearsay. So I apologize for that. Alright. There was another comment on there, and in essence, he's basically saying it's okay for people to threaten my family and you know, and all that kind of stuff. Well, in Texas, yes, it is. I mean, I'm not going to go into great details of my past life. But you act like, you know, everybody's never been through this. I've had my life threatened and my family's life threatened. And by legit, people that actually would do it. I sat outside, being armed, waiting for them to show up. I am what you call a neutral. Alright, I was never a gang affiliated with any particular gangs, even though I knew a lot of them. So, yes, I've been there more than once. So saying that, you know, how would you like it and this, that, here, and there? Well, I don't like it. It's been done. And when the first couple of times this happened in my lifetime, they plain out told me they couldn't do nothing about it. It was within the guidelines of the First Amendment Constitution rights. Alright? And I agree with them. After studying the Constitution a few times later on, you know, I hate to say it, you know, police officers, lawyers, and judges, they got special privileges. They're allowed to protect themselves by qualified immunity. They can cause harm to you, but you better not even so much talk to them incorrectly. Now, I understand some of y'all are going to spit off about words, but in all actuality, it was done to me, and I had to protect myself. And all they did is tell me, well, if they show up, call them. Well, the damage is going to be done then. You know, So after that first couple of times when they told me they couldn't do nothing, I did call them a few times after that, but I let them know that there was threats on my family and my life. And I let them know that I am going to protect them by any force necessary. I just wanted on record letting you guys know that there has been a threat. And that's what I told them. That way it's in record for if anything did happen, which thank God it didn't happen, it was on record. So not only that I had the right to protect myself, but I was also covered when I called them and let them know that there was a legit threat. And y'all, it was legit. These people that I know can and would do it. So sometime later on in these, we got things cleared up and got our act together and compromised on a peace treaty. Okay? So for that one guy out there basically said that, well, it's been done. And it's been told to me. Alright? So we're going to go with the Brandt thing. I don't know on the videos, but I'm going to go with the two separate things. Number one, if Brandt threatened the judges, that's big no-no, investigation. But just like the cops would tell me, there's nothing they can do about it. Now that's in my state of Texas. I don't know about Colorado and I don't know about all the other states, okay? But it's within the guidelines of the Constitution because no crime, no injured party has happened. And they could not do nothing about it. That is a fact. Why do I know? Because, again, I called and found out. And that's what they told me. And when you study the Constitution, that's what the Constitution says. Okay? Now, to be honest, I would feel a little bit more safer if that wasn't really so much. But it is what it is. And, you know, I feel safe knowing that I can and will and shall protect me and my family by any means necessary. Alright? Now, if it's disgusting, it's disgusting. Now, the other part I heard about this, because I've heard two sides of it. I don't know what's facts. This is all hearsay for me. The other one is, he never really said that. He just said it's basically not going to hurt his feelings if somebody did it. Okay? In essence, that's what was said. Alright? Okay. Now we're going to just cancel out the threat. Okay? I don't want nobody hurt and killed. Okay? I'm an honorable guy. I had bad crowds around me, but I'm still was in an honorable area. And there's still honor amongst, you know, bad guys. At least they're outspoken about it. Everybody, you know, all the government officials lie about it. I trust the bad guys more than I do the good guys because, well, they're honest. They tell you like it is. They're going to tell you what they're going to do. Alright? The government officials, they just keep lying. The second one would still be within the guidelines. But there wasn't no threat, even. So, if that was the case on the three judges and all that, then he did not commit the threat, even. So we go back with no harm. There was no victim. And this is my opinion, y'all. And this is going what I say in the guidelines in the Constitution. So on both of them, there was no victim. Mentally disturbed, I guess. I've been through it. It does take its toll on the mental stress. And it takes a toll mentally to be able to use any force necessary at the time, and I will use it if there is harm against me and my family. Okay? So I do not deny the judges having any type of mental stress upon that. Okay? But once again, he got sentenced looking at 65 years. Murderers don't even get 65 years. Are you kidding me? Some murders don't even get 12 years. That's just the way it is nowadays. And here there is, really speaking, in all actuality, there is no victim. Period. Okay? I understand the mental stress. And that is some type of harm, okay? It's not 12 years worth of harm. It's damn sure not 65 years worth of harm. I've been in that predicament. And if that's the case, we don't need police officers. We don't need sheriffs because that's just too harmful. The mental stress the cops go through, the mental stress the soldiers go through. Think about it, y'all. So that's just my opinion, okay? And that goes within the guidelines of free speech, okay? Everybody seems to think you're not allowed to say fire in a building. You are. But if everybody stays in that seat, there's no victim, and that free speech stands. But if you yell out fire in the building, and everybody starts tripping over one another, and they all try to run outside the building and all that, now there's a victim. There was harm done. Okay? It's within the same guidelines. It's a long stretch, and I understand that, but it's within the same guidelines. No victim, no crime, no punishment. Just that plain and simple. And I know some of you guys are going to say, no, that's not incorrect. The Supreme Court and all that. Supreme Court's a bunch of damn morons. Alright? There's a bunch of damn 9-0 farts that don't even go by the Constitution in the first damn place. Alright? And even then, it's only opinions. They don't make rulings. And some of you guys are blindsided on the, oh, the Supreme Court has this magic power. Woo, woo, woo. No, they don't. They have this magic power because you think they do. Any laws Congress comes up with, the judges kind of can look at it, voice their opinion, but Congress still can pass that law. The states can still pass that law. Even when the Supreme Court says they can't. They still can. You guys are under this illusion that the courts have this power, and they don't. They are the weakest branch of government. The weakest. The people, the judges is trying to sentence you for murder has more power than the Supreme Courts have. Of any of the Supreme Courts. Even the small Supreme Courts. They're just opinion bases. Okay? And really, when you sit and do the math and look at it, the most power is we the people as juries. We have the power. Because all these things are, we have the right to a jury. Don't mean we had to have a jury, but yeah. All right. The jury has the most power because the jury gets to go by the facts of the law and what was harmed. If it was a stupid law, the jury can do notification and say, hey, that's a stupid law. We don't need to proceed forward. Person innocent. Bink. All right. And because that notification of juries, and it thought it was a stupid law, a black man was set free in slavery days. All right. We could drink beer today because not enough jury members would convict moonshiners because they thought it was a stupid law and they used notification. They judged the law and the crime. And they thought it was a stupid law, and today we could drink beer because the government could not convict enough people to make it worth it, so they turned around and we can drink beer again and pass the law. Okay? That's the real history about us being able to drink beer. And also on a couple of cases on slavery days. Alright, I stretched this out a little too far. I just wanted to give my opinion. Both from what I understand, and I don't use understand lightly, both what Eric did would be under the protection of the First Amendment. Now, the government officials and all them can make all this other crap up, alright? But it doesn't make it true. Alright, and I don't know what else to say about that. It just... It don't really bother me that people have different opinions and ideas. I guess in a lot of ways, when you jump the gun and you think that bad things has not happened to people, that it must never happened. And like I said, I made a video about this a couple of days ago, or a day ago, and YouTube didn't accept it, probably because the words, they had the safety words crap on here, and I put the wrong word on there, I guess, and even though I was talking about myself, they decided they're still not accepting it. So I had to use a different word. This is Diesel for We the People News. And again, I'm not an attorney. It's a learning video. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Never just look straight forward. Always look around you, for the outside forces may want to come in and cause you harm. Even when it's other people's opinions. Not mad at either one. Free country, free speech. Have at it. My feelings don't get to hurt that bad. I've had a lot worse things happen in my lifetime than worried about these words. I just want to clear the air. But I'm still going back in. That was too many years to 65 years. When actual murders, get less than that. Especially any type of officers. I just want to remind everybody that I'm not totally against government officials. We do need them to kind of keep everything maintained. Okay? we don't need them controlling our lives. I'd be first to say, and I've said this in other videos, I don't think we need police officers. We don't need FBI agencies, maybe CIA for foreign affairs, and even then that's pushing it. All we need is sheriffs to protect our counties and protect we the people. That way we can vote them in and out. As it is, everything else is government agencies, and they're to bow down to the kings of the government to get their paychecks. And the sheriffs need to really know their rightful place, especially in these freaking courthouses, when I am allowed to record because it's public freaking record. And I showed a video a couple of videos back that officers should have arrested the judge. That's what they're there for. Somehow or another, we the people got it twisted. And we accepted it because we're ignorant. But the sheriff's job is to protect you from the government. That's the reason why you vote them in, is for your protection. That is actually their job. And regardless what the Supreme Court says, the sheriff's job is actually to protect you. But it's to protect you from the government. You still have the self-protection in your home. Again, these are for We the People News. This video is long, and I just go back into, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Alright? And voice y'all's opinion. I can't get back to you. I don't fully know how to operate this YouTube channel. So when you don't see me type back, I got to get somebody that understands this a little bit better than I do and help me figure this out. Because at one time I used to be able to, and now I can't. So I don't know what happened to that. Okay? But bye, y'all.